Hello, everyone. It's Lisa from lisaferlin.com, and I am a crowdfunding and marketing consultant for indie authors to help you get more readers. And one thing I want to talk to you today is about beta readers. And why beta readers? Well, because the best books get feedback about the topic before the book is published. And a lot of writers are sort of have this love-hate relationship with beta readers because a lot of beta readers are going to tell you things that you don't want to hear, or they confirm fears that you have secretly about your book. And it can be very scary, but it is very necessary to get beta readers because at the end of the day, the whole idea is that you are making your book better. Sometimes we are blind to our book. Sometimes we have been working on it for so long that we no longer see the forest for the trees. We no longer see it at all. And it takes that outside perspective to say, hey, Lisa, you're missing something really crucial here, or this doesn't make any sense at all to me. And it's important to know these things because readers will still think these things even after you have published your book. So if you don't fill in these holes or fix these things, you're going to get them in the form of reader reviews online. So it's easier to fix it before you publish your book than it is to fix it after your book has already been published and is already out there and is being read, So you really need to swallow whatever fear you are feeling about this beta reader process and start getting feedback from people. Now, where do you find beta readers? Don't necessarily ask your friends and family. Your friends and family and your trusted network might not be super honest with you. So what I do is I put it out to my community. I ask fellow readers or writers. I ask lots of people. I say, who is interested? And I make it very clear that I want honest feedback and that it will be anonymized so that people really feel at liberty to leave me their comments and feedback, so I won't know who said what. So it's important. So put it out to your community, let them know, post it on your Facebook page or on Twitter or whatever, and have a place for people to sign up to receive your draft manuscript. Now, here's another question that I get a lot is, what do I send beta readers? What part of the process do I send them my manuscript? How much do I send it? Do I PDF it? Do I put a copyright on it? Like, yes to all the things, like it depends. But really you want to send it to them before you've done a ton of editing, because you want to make sure that any large holes you can plug up and that your book isn't so far down the line of like it's done that you can't go back and change things. So getting feedback from people earlier in the process is always good, and then you can incorporate that and refine it out as you work with your editor. So I say get the beta readers input before, and that will adjust your course of direction before you get too far down the track. Now, I did this months and months and months ago with my Christmas story, and basically the beta readers were like, it's good, it's not great. And I was like, ah. And I knew that, and I knew it was good, but it wasn't great. And so I was like, I need to slow down and really work on this some more before I move ahead with publishing. And that was one question I asked was, do you think this book should be published? Because I want their honest feedback. If someone is to say, no, I don't think this story deserves to be published, then I would really consider whether this is a good idea or should I just turn this into something else. So that was important to me. So please don't ask for beta reader feedback if you're not going to listen to them. If you're just going to ignore them anyway, skip the whole shenanigans, because there are so many times I have been a beta reader for a fellow writer and they just totally ignore my suggestions. I say, hey, these are the major issues, like showstopper issues I have with your story, and they just plow on ahead. And I'm like, okay, what was the point of that? I don't know. So it just kind of doesn't engender this feeling of community if you're not going to listen to your readers, people who say, I'm interested in you and I'm interested in your work and your writing. I want to help you. And then you just dismiss them. You're kind of really not respecting your cheerleaders, the people who are there in your corner. So make sure that you acknowledge all the feedback and that you reply and you say, acknowledge and say, I wasn't able to incorporate all the feedback and maintain the book as I had envisioned. But I thank everyone for their contribution, blah, blah, blah. You know, like be grateful, of course, but also try to incorporate as much feedback as possible. These people are taking time out of their busy days to give you feedback on your writing. And it is super crucial that you incorporate that. Now, one thing that is, I said this is the good, the bad, and the necessary, because this is a necessary piece of the process. And I think that testing your book with your target audience is huge. If you're writing children's book stories, you should be testing it, getting it in teachers' hands and asking for their feedback, getting it in parents' hands, people who don't know you and who are okay with hurting your feelings. Get it in their hands, and then you will get feedback that will make your book so much stronger. If you are writing a very, very long book, you have an adult nonfiction book perhaps, or a fiction novel, don't send the whole thing for someone to give feedback. That they're not going to give feedback on it. So in that case, you want groups of beta readers who are very targeted and say, I want you to focus on chapters 1 through 3. What do you think about it? Give me feedback. And then I create a Google form to create a way to collect anonymized feedback. And so for those people, I would say, hey, here's your Google form, and it would just be related to chapters 1 through 3. And it had very targeted questions. What did you think of this? What did you think of character development? Is there any questions that you have? Are you interested in reading more? That sort of thing. So I really customize my feedback questions based on A, what I'm willing to change, and then B, what I really kind of feel in my heart that I need work on. For my latest book, it's a rhyming book. And I was like, do you think these rhymes suck? Like, really, like, is this worth it? Is this good? Is it good enough for me to move ahead and commission illustrations and pay for a huge print run? Is this worth it? Because I don't want to make investment decisions lightly. So having your reader input is really good. Then when you get lots of positive feedback, you feel really positive and energetic, and you get wind in your sails for the rest of the process. So if you have any questions or thoughts about beta readers, please leave them below and we can have a discussion in the comments. All right, bye everyone.